it's Ryan from 2minutetennis.net, and in this video, we're going to look at a simple technique that'll help you improve both your forehand and backhand ground strokes. Now, this video is sponsored by playercourt.com. If you want to play more tennis and find people in your area to practice with, play against, and even a coach who's local to you, use my link playercourt.com/2minutetennis in the description for a 50% discount. Now, here on the left, we have Muguruza, and this is Tommy Haas. I want you to look at something. It's called sit and lift. So let's look when they are the most crouched down. And I'm just going to put a line across the top of their heads. And now I want you to look when they're hitting the ball. And look how much higher their head is. Right? Notice they've kind of popped up. Right? So this is what is called sit and lift. And I'll kind of do this with Tommy just because it makes sense here. Right? So it's like he's sitting in a chair or on a stool, and then watch how they both come up to contact. When you're hitting balls, it's not in your best interest to do this like, stay low and stay down on the ball. What really helps you to play better tennis is to use your legs to help you get under the ball and get below the ball, and then lift. It helps actually drive the ball up over the net, but it also is a power source, right? You use the ground, and the energy source goes through the body, up through the racket, into the ball. So rather than feeling like you're staying down, try to get down, but then lift up. It's called sit and lift, and the difference in your ground strokes will be noticeable. Now, to help me demonstrate this, I've got the Topspin Pro here. You know what to do. Grab my affiliate link in the description below. It would mean the world to me if you used my link to get a Topspin Pro for at-home practice. All right, super simple. Sit and lift. Helps you get under the ball, helps you lift the ball up over the net. It's like everyone thinks that the net is low. The net is not low. Try it. Stand behind the baseline and try to look over the net and see your opponent's court. If you're behind the baseline, you can't see your opponent's court over the net. One of my dream situations would be to create a tennis court where the net is actually a brick wall. You wouldn't be able to see any of your opponent's court unless you're 6 feet 7 inches tall or taller. And that means we have to lift, right? The net isn't low. We've got to lift the ball up over the net. And we can practice that with the Topspin Pro. So I'm going to practice sitting and lifting. So I'm going to sit and lift. And you're going to notice it's like I'm sitting in a chair and then coming back up again. When you lift up, not only does it help you get under the ball initially because you sat first and now you're below the ball and allowing you to swing low to high, but it's also a power source because especially if you can get your front leg straight by the time you contact the ball, the energy goes from the body to the arm, to the racket, to the ball, and you get a tremendous amount of racket speed, which when you get super far below the ball, you can get a ton of spin, height over the net, depth. It's very difficult for your opponent to handle. I'll show you this from the side. So I'm going to sit and lift. You should practice on your Topspin Pro, take a lesson, go out and rally with a friend, and see what it's like to go down with the legs and then up with the legs and feel the lifting effect and the amount of height and depth that you get on your shots. Same thing on the backhand. You can do it with your one-hander. Can't follow through too high where I'm going to hit the ceiling. Or your two-hander. So sit and lift. Get under the ball. Lift and press with your legs. And if you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.